Danganronpa.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren Episode Danganronpa. Oh boy, ich habe nicht viel Speicherplatz, aber ich will unbedingt das noch machen. Also es wird einen komischen Cut geben, vermutlich. Weil wir so vermutlich so in 30 Minuten wird die Folge enden oder sowas. So Kokichi tells me you wish to participate in the seance as well, Suichi. You are most welcome to join us.
Oh.
Is what I would like to say, however, only 5, including the spiritual medium, may join. Oh man, what a shame. Well, keep boy you are out. I agree with Kokichi, I was thinking this for a while. Robots and seances don't mix, they are like toothpaste and orange juice. Was ist eigentlich so schlimm mit orange juice und toothpaste? To be honest, I had the same thought. Your help was appreciated, Kibo.
Why you?
That's why we are apologizing. No one is apologizing yet. Fine, our bad. Just don't get mad and start shouting electromagnetic waves at us. Why would I do that? Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start the seance as soon as possible. Fine, but I won't forget this betrayal, Soichi. What did I do?
So then,
So now Soichi has joined us. First, some warnings.
do you understand?
Do not enter the magic circle that I've drawn on the floor. It is drawn with purifying salt, so it is easily disturbed when stepped on. You drew this magic circle with salt.
Correct.
I always use salt for magic circles. It makes seances more likely to succeed.
Well then,
Also, it's dark in here, so be sure you watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail, but also may unleash a curse.
okay.
Got it. I will be careful. I'm surprised you were able to draw this without even looking at the
Do
pictures.
not worry.
I have the entire document memorized, so this magic circle should be perfect. Of course, I also have the Caged Child's song memorized. You must do the same.
Do you understand?
I have copied the words to the song down here. Please commit it to memory. Everyone else had already memorized it. After all, you will be unable to read in the dark.
Huh?
You have to memorize the lyrics now. You're a detective, so I expect your memory to be up to the task. Here's the melody. I listened to Kyo sing the song and did my best to memorize the melody and lyrics. Okay, wir müssen nichts merken.
Okay.
Alright, I think I've got it. Your memory is extraordinary. You're indeed the ultimate detective.
Well then.
Let us begin the ritual right away.
Exciting.
We finally get to see Angie.
So then,
Before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. Would work best with the girl. Then I will do it. I can't think of anyone but me that Angie's spirit should go in. I will do it. Because if you're the spirit medium, you won't be able to talk to Angie. You want to talk to Angie, right? Then I will be the spirit medium. That way you can say goodbye to her. And after you finish saying your goodbyes, keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Tenko.
the way...
Also, Himiko, let me say this one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural and you shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too. And venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up.
Yes!
Train your heart by crying, laughing and venting your anger. I think I've trained too much. You're probably right. It seems like the two of them made up. That's good.
So then...
So now that's been decided on a spiritual medium, let us begin. Alright, Himiko, I will see you later.
Now, I would like the spirit medium Tenko to sit within the center circle. Please be sure to walk on the path, so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Make sure you watch your steps. It's so dark in here.
Next, you must be as a turtle within that circle. Please rest your forehead upon this stone marker I've placed here.
It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon.
Like this?
This may be uncomfortable, but please endure it until the seance is complete. Whatever you do, you mustn't raise your head or change positions.
Piece of cake! I have 5-star flexibility.
So then...
Starting now, the rest of us must go work. There are many things left to be done. First, we must place this iron cage on top of Tenko. I shall leave this Shuichi and Kokichi. And please keep in mind, walk carefully. Okay. Okay. I shouldn't have
lied. I'm way too weak for this kind of stuff.
It's made of iron. No wonder it's heavy.
Hold on! Don't just drop it on top of me!
I know. It wouldn't be very funny if a body discovery announcement happened during this.
Please don't jinx us!
I'm tired. So, next, we cover the basket with a white cloth.
I shall take that role. All right. Everything is prepared. Tenko, how are you doing?
Well, I can only see the floor from this position, but I think I'm fine.
The final step is to place the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. The 4 of us may need to do this together. The statue is quite heavy.
Even with 4 people, it's still really heavy.
Oh, holy crap, this weighs a ton!
No, it is not much more than 175 pounds.
I'm totally wiped.
I could have used my magic to carry it easily, but seances and magic don't mix.
Are you sure it's okay to put something so heavy on top of the cage?
The iron cage was made specifically for seances, so it can hold this weight.
Okay. I guess that's fine then.
Now, let us exit the magic circle. Take care to avoid disturbing it. So then...
So this is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, you will be Angie speaking through you.
Got it!
Understood, I will not say a word until the seance is over. Okay, everyone. I will see you guys after the seance.
Well then...
The rest of us shall move to the corners of the room. Please go one of your choosing. We each sit in a different corner.
Now we darken the room. Kokichi and Shuichi are closest to the candles. Please blow out the candles. You should be able to follow the walls in the dark.
So go back to the corner of the room after it's dark. Okay, got it.
You needn't move, Himiko. There are many gaps in the floor near you.
Yeah, got it.
Once the room is dark, I will begin the song. Please sing along with me. Then, I will call out to Angie. Until she replies, there must be silence.
After the seance is done, Shuichi and I are supposed to light the candles again, right?
Correct. I brought matches from the warehouse, so please use those.
Okie dokie, then I'll blow out the candle now.
I walked up to the closest candle and blew out the flame. The room instantly fell into complete darkness, pitch black darkness, so dark I couldn't see my own body. Overcoming my instinctive fear of the dark, I moved along the wall back to my corner, then began the singing.
At last, at long last.
Q led us all in the cage song chart.
Young guard dog and little lost girl, sealed within an iron cage. At mountain's bottom, within the darkness, at last, at long last. How many will there be by dawn? Will there be two or just one? Will the guard dog run far away, or did it eat the little girl? At last, at long last.
We finished singing the song, but I thought I heard an odd sound in the middle of it. What was that?
Say,
It's the caged child, Angie Yoanga. He began calling. Now, if the medium answers.
say,
It's the caged child, Angie Yonaga. What's going on?
say,
What's the matter?
Why won't Angie answer?
hold on.
Himiko was clear that you were not to speak, yes? But something's weird. Why won't she answer? Maybe it failed?
Let's see.
Let's light the candle briefly.
Huh?
Is that okay? Just for now. Confused, I walked along the wall back to the cradle. I managed to strike a match and light the candle once again. Oh no. What's going on? Did you really fail? That shouldn't be the case. The scenes was perfect. Angie's not coming. Is that still Teko in there? Tenko?
I see, yes.
I told her that she mustn't speak until the spirit enters her. She follows orders well, but how about we let her out for
Hold
now?
on.
Wait, dark arts such as this need to be started and completed the same way. For those who remove objects from the magic circle must be same with brought them in. If not, the spirit may stay in the medium's body.
Yeah.
See, how this was a failure, I don't think any spirits is sticking around, but whatever. Oh no, I see das Blut. Oh no. Just like setting up, Koichi instructed us how to clean everything up. We were carefully to remove everything exactly in the order directed.
Now, I will remove the sheet.
Hugh pinched the fabric bench and put it aside.
Perhaps.
Something is amiss. Himiko ran toward the cage at a sprint. I told you not to step on the... But she wasn't listening. She jumped onto the cage and... Fueled by desperation, Himiko grabbed the cage, lifted it up and... Yeah.
Really?
Who would have thought there would be another victim during the investigation? Maybe one of Hermes' green puke was predicting the strategy. Ah, the puke's color is normal. I guess it was predicting this.
For now.
Everyone, please assemble in the seance room. Oh. The second body discovery announcement played. It didn't take long for anyone to come running. Doch 2 bodies. Tenko, seriously? What is this? How did this happen?
How this
Tenko,
happened?
Gonta so sorry. Gonta no could protect you.
Got a minute?
Soichi, explain the situation. I thought you were conducting the seance. What happened?
Well, that's...
I don't know what's happening.
What on earth?
I'm surprised too. I never thought a murder would happen during an investigation. I guess for now you should start the investigation right away.
Say,
Before that, I would like to confirm something. The culprit who killed Angie may be a different culprit from the one who killed Tenko, yes?
huh? If so...
What happens in the events? There are 2 murderers by 2 people. What if there are 2 black-handed? We will need to find them both at the class trial?
That's right.
Now that you mention it, that's a good point. What would happen in that scenario? What would happen? Monodam, what would happen? What would happen?
Not that.
Why do you look so lost too, Monodam? I thought you're gonna run things instead of Daddy. I never expected something like this to happen. I don't know what to do, really, I don't know. Oh man, they are all disorganized. If you can't decide the class trial's object, then we won't know what to investigate. Father always knows what to do. We should ask him for help.
No way.
Have you already forgotten Daddy's in no condition to help us? It's all our fault that Daddy ended up like that. It's all our fault, Monofemi. Daddy, help. We don't know what to do on our own. We gotta use the power of love. That ought to snap him back to normal. That won't work. Father is just an empty shell now.
That's right.
That's not true. Anything is possible with the power of love. You don't estimate that, cause you never loved one of them. I love you, so please go back to normal. I wanna see you, Father. I love you with all my heart. Are you oh, you're making me blush. I'm back. Were you good while I was away?
Thank you so much, my adorable darling cubs. With you running the academy, I was able to fully enjoy my relaxing vacation.
Oh, that tickles! Father's intense love is getting me all soaked!
Daddy, your tongue feels amazing. This better not awaken anything in me.
Er hat sich selber nochmal geleckt.
No.
Man, that vacation was just what I needed. It's important to take time off to relax.
The truth.
Ich habe dieses Jahr noch keinen Urlaub genommen. Das Jahr ist schon ein Viertel vorbei. Normally, most companies won't even let you take time off to go on vacation. But I was able to do it. The secret is to just leave whether you get permission or not. Wait, who's the party then?
Yeah?
Oh, just a part-timer. I got to cover while I was gone. Here's your pay like we agreed on. Now take it and get out of here. I thought you were supposed to be relaxed. Now that the Nuzians is out of the way, what were you guys talking about again? That's right, what happened to our votes if there were 2 black-end candidates? Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first serve.
Huh?
First come, first serve. The black-end who killed the first victim to be discovered will be your target.
In other words,
If the black-end who killed Angie isn't the same one who killed Tenko, then only Angie's killer will be considered the black-end. Basically, Tenko's killer wasted the kill, and Tenko herself is a waste of a victim.
now then.
Oh, I will add this to the school regulations so you can review it later. I also updated the Moncoma file. Do your best to investigate this murder too.
Father!
Boy, everything is going so smoothly now that Father is running things again. Leaders gotta be able to take decisive action. Indecision is just the worst. You're glowing like a lamp. There's nothing better than being praised by my cute caps. There's nothing better than spending time with my cute caps. For as long as you live, I will never let any of you go. He just left us behind while he was saying he would never let us go. That's why he's so amazing. Please lick me some more, Daddy.
So long. Farewell.
So to make sense all of
Listen
that,
closely.
if both murders have different culprits, then our vote will determine Angie's killer.
Nope.
But we don't even know if there's a different culprit, do we?
Let's see.
True, we should investigate Tenko's death as well, just
How
in case.
exciting.
Ich dachte, das ist da gerade links. Finally, things are heating up. I'm getting so excited. You fucking psycho.
Shuichi!
This is bad.
Huh?
This is unquestionably bad. I can't believe Tenko was killed. Everyone is upset and confused, and I'm in no shape to help right now.
No.
This is where you need to step up.
Listen up.
The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
Okay.
All right.
Then let's check the Monokuma file first. The victim is Tenko Chabishara, the ultimate Aikido master. The body was found in the middle empty room on the 4th floor. The time of death is approximately 11 a.m. The only visible injury is a stab wound to the back of the neck. A stab wound on her neck, the same as Angie's cause of death. It doesn't look like a coincidence. Maybe it's Angie's curse.
Jeez.
God, not again.
Hey!
What? Curse? Kaido, calm down. No way there's a curse. Don't screw around.
You're the one who's screwing around. Do you want to die?
A dull sound reverberated through the room. A body has been discovered.
Are you okay? My bad.
Soichi, I'm starting to feel bad, but for a different reason. I'm going to get some fresh air, so I will leave this to you and Maki roll. Kaito left the room, still a bit wobbly. Should we resume the investigation? Time of the essence. True, we haven't time to mourn Tenko's death, as our own lives are at risk. That's true, but Angie and Tenko... And to think earlier I was suspicious of Tenko. I'm so sorry,
How can
Tenko.
this be?
It all Gonta's fault. Gonta failed to protect friends again. Tenko's death caught us all off guard. Everyone is panicking. I have to keep it together. I have to work harder because I'm a detective.
Well...
It's so dark in here. We can't investigate even if we wanted
Got
to.
it.
Gonta bring candles from other room to make this room bright, okay? No, that won't be necessary. That's not necessary at all. Why?
Listen up!
Showing Kibo, show him your new power. New power? Ja, jetzt leuchtet er oder was?
His eyes lit up.
I knew Iruma, the gorgeous girl genius, had installed a new function in Kibo.
Just leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Shine on, shine on! Shine on, you crazy fucking diamond!
Oh, man.
What a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something. But it's bright now and we should hurry and investigate.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, damit hätte er Dings töten können, oder? Okay, das White Cloth, klar.
Is this...
This cloth is pretty thick. It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque and on the back. Look, there is a blood stain on it, right around the middle of the sheet.
But
No hole in the fabric, which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through this cloth. She was stabbed while underneath the cloth. This is floorboard is loose, and it's the one right under Tenko. Why is this floorboard loose?
If I remember correctly.
It wasn't like this before. It must have been come loose during the scenes. Why would it come loose during the scenes? The floorboard is thick and heavy and wouldn't come off easily. Then someone must have loosened it on purpose. There's a rock next to Tenko's body. This must be... Yeah, okay. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. This is the cage used in the Sions.
This...
It looks to be around 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. This is a pretty large iron cage. big enough for a person to fit inside. Oh shit, mir ist gerade was aufgefallen.
Is this...
A bloodstain on the bottom of the cage, probably Tenko's blood, yeah?
That's true.
Yes, I imagine so. This batter must have been made when she was
What do you
killed.
mean?
Which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the cage. I think you're right, Tenko went under the cage before the seance.
Then...
If she was stabbed right when the cage was lifted, that would explain this bloodstain, right?
Huh?
Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted. That is a possibility. Also, wenn sie ja von hinten, also sie lag ja mit dem Kopf auf dem Boden, wie kann sie dann von hinten gekillt worden sein? Das würde eigentlich, ich nehme an, in der Statue ist ein Schwert oder sowas. Tenko's dead body, she took her last breath, crouched over like this. According to the Murakama file, her only injury is the stab wound to her neck. This must have caused the instant death. I didn't hear any scream during the scene. Oh wait. Understood, I will not say a word until the scene is over. Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain? Her death might not have been instant, but she could have gone far before she bled out. What do you mean? You were concerned about that, right? With that wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die.
That's obvious.
Of course, quick deaths are my specialty. Well then,
By
makes
the
sense.
way,
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder rate around. It's the wooden dog statue used in the seance. I believe it's called the Dog God. During the scene, this wooden statue was on top of the cage. It took 4 of us to remove it. The wooden statue is pretty heavy.
I remember correctly.
Q said it was about 175 pounds. That's about the weight of 2 girls.
What?
What do you know about girls? Have you even touched a woman besides your mother?
I'm kidding.
Anyway,
Is this...
if this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko would have been able to get out easily.
Okay.
You're right about that. That didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. The magic circle during from the floor, well at least it was. It's completely stomped over, I suppose it was unavoidable. Was this drawn with salt? Whenever I perform a seance I always use salt.
What?
Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I've performed many successful scenes, why I haven't had spirits enter my
Right
body.
already.
I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions.
But
In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original
So
circle.
what?
Well, find out in the Kyo's lab, it should be written in the cage doc document.
Hey,
Isn't that right, Kyo? He seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense.
that cannot be.
Why did
I
this?
knew it.
I know the murder was pretty
But
shocking.
Of course.
Of course, I'm shocked about that as well. But why did the seance fail? We performed all the steps flawlessly.
Ah, yes.
If you point the cage child again and summon Tenko Spirit this time,
stupid.
cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the scenes. Both of you and Suichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the
I
seance?
see,
True.
yes.
It may be best to move past what happened to know why the seance failed.
That's sad.
Whatever, just hurry up. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko... Okay, alles klar, er wurde halt hingesetzt und so, ne? Und ich denke... Wait. Ist da ein Loch drin?
Yes.
Finally, we all sang Child Cage's song. The seance should have been complete, but... Now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. Genau. This is mystery to me as well. I thought someone may have tripped, perhaps.
What do you mean?
And then what happened?
Yes.
We called out to her, but no reply came. I had Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. And then we removed all the items from the magic circle in the opposite order. Okay, da ist kein Loch drin. Das wäre halt mega obvious. Als allererstes, also, der Fall ist schwer. But would it not be difficult in such darkness besides she was inside the cage? Yes. Then when she was killed? That's the problem.
Yes.
There's another problem. And that is, whether did these seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out. Maybe someone moved from that corner. Did someone else sneak in here? Obviously, since the seance was clearly a shame. Mickey never was one to pull her punches. Achso, ja, da sollte ja eigentlich nichts. Candles vermutlich. Candles hung on the walls. They are not only source. They're only source. Ja, okay. Habe ich das schon? White cloth? It's the white sheet we use for the seance on Kyo. Yeah. The sheet is quite thick. It's like the window curtains that don't let any light in. There's also blood in this sheet, just about in the center. But with no hole in the fabric. I don't believe Tenko was killed through this. She must have been stabbed from underneath the fabric. Aber es gibt Fabrics, wenn du durchstechst, macht es Platz. Aber es... Also ich nehme an... Oh boy... Himiko, be strong. Gonta, if you shake Himiko that much, she's going to break.
Like I thought.
There's a small opening in the corner of the room. It doesn't look big enough for a person to get through it, but still. A hole. Looks like there's base under here too. Hold on. I can see something below. It looks like something dropped down there. Something dropped down there?
Hey,
After we checked everything else, why don't we go under the floor and see for ourselves?
by the way,
It seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for a light? Let's bring a candle. Then we'll go get the camera. Move that floorboard so we can go down. I pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. This is a lot more spacious than I thought. I can move pretty easily.
Okay.
Let's look around for clues. I would look pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around this dusty place. There's a bloodstain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. But that's pretty far from Tenko's blood is streaking down. It's under the same floorboard at different ends.
hey,
Hey, the back of this floorboard has blood on it too. Alright, there's a little bit of blood under the underside of this
what do you
floorboard.
mean?
Did Tenko blood spatter when she got killed?
True.
I wonder, I can't really be sure yet.
Okay.
But the bloodstain here are completely dry. There must have been some reason these particular stains are dry. That's a cycle over here and there's blood all over it. That's it, this is the murder button.
Is this?
Came from my research lab.
Huh?
It did?
Well,
A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality, and you can hit it under your clothing too. If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6 inches, and since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself. But even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit for the gaps in the cage, but it could reach her neck.
True.
The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible. Then her posture is the question. If the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right? Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is still possible. Some of the wood has corroded and is broken, so you can go to the next room. This is the wall of the empty room, right? Looks like there's wood along the wall. This part has rotten away. Looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get into the next room here. If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? Then the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway. True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did alright because we had a light. Without that, it would be pitch black. And it's impossible to move around in there. Then they could have used a light, like we are doing right now. True. They used a light to move around under the floor. Is that possible? Hätte man das nicht gesehen? Was das? Ah, look! Part of the cross piece that supports the floor is cut off.
That's true.
It's near the loose floor, and the portion is missing about the same width too. Okay. It wasn't broken off naturally, it was cut by someone. There could be saw in the warehouse, so they could have used that. The question is why? Another cross piece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion is missing. So what purpose did this serve? I think we finished investigating here.
Is that alright?
Maki, you want to head up back? Glad you asked, I was starting to get fed up with all this dust. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation.
By the way,
We only have been investigating this room. You sure that's wise?
because
What do you mean? If Angie and Tenko have different killers, then the black end we need to vote for is the culprit for the murder, the culprit who killed Angie. That's what Monokuma said. So instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's? Yes, of course.
But
This is bigger than the killing game for the sake of the 2 who died. I need to reveal the truth of both their deaths. Well, I understand why you feel that way, but if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry. Und das machen wir in der nächsten Episode. Ich mache mir schon mal ein paar Gedanken. Oh boy. In diesem Sinne bedanke ich mich ganz herzlich fürs Zusehen. Wünsche euch noch einen wunderschönen Tag. Sage tschö, bis dann und man sieht sich. Ich habe sehr viele Fragen.